Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with a quick review and hike of the Devil's Backbone located in Loveland, Colorado. Loveland, Colorado is a place, to be honest with you, even though I've lived in Colorado for 20 plus years, it's one of those town cities that I literally just drive past and do not stop. I don't think I've even ever stopped for gas. It's usually a place I would drive through on my way to Fort Collins or on my way to Laramie, I'm Wyoming, or honestly on my way out of the state. But I've never actually spent any time in Loveland. So I stayed in Loveland by accident, or excuse me, I visited Loveland kind of. The only reason I really visited is because I have an electric car, and so there's this place called Jack's Outdoor Gear, and they have free chargers. I have 1 year free charging through for my Nissan my Nissan Aria. So I said, let me go here, stop here. It's a fast charger, fairly fast. I'll go check out Jack's Outdoor Gear. Well, I stopped there, but as I'm driving through Loveland, I see they have lakes. I see they have all this stuff. It's a fairly decent sized city, town. I say city more than anything. Jack's Outdoor Gear was on point. The person there told me to go visit while I was there. The Devil's Backbone and the Keyhole, and he said if you don't, it's a really cold day, if you don't really want to do the long hike, go at least hike up to the Keyhole. You won't be disappointed. I'm like, yeah, okay. Most people have never steered me wrong when they tell me stuff like that. So shout out to the person at Jack's Outdoor Gear. Anyway, so I got here. It costs to go here. I don't remember the price. You can call and check it out and see what the price is. This is a city, county maintained recreational area, and they do a really good job of maintaining this area. So put a little money back into the actual local economy and get people to come up here. There was a few people here when I was there that day. This is in December, or excuse me, maybe January, early January. It's about 22 degrees out here at 3 p.m. or around. It wasn't 3 p.m. Maybe around noon. Even though it kind of seems later in the day, it's just the winter weather, the winter time frames. You know how it goes. So with that being said, the Devil's Backbone open space. I got there, lots of parking, easy to park, simple to pay. You put your little receipt in the window, and I headed off on the actual hike. Now, this hike had two components to it. I was kind of wasting a little time before I got to Fort Collins, because when I got to Fort Collins, I was going to spend a day there. I wanted to be able to check in, put all my stuff in there, and then go ahead and head to downtown Fort Collins. So I was kind of wasting some time, but also I was testing, as you saw a picture earlier, of the KEMIMOTO heated gloves. These are rechargeable heated gloves. You see my review on them, but I also wanted to test them and just take them with me there. And so there I was in Devil's Backbone in 22 degree weather with these heated gloves on. So it went really well. The gloves, if you need to ask, are actually really comfortable. They kept me really warm. I was still able to use my phone. So those were good. The hike itself. To actually the Devil's Backbone, if you want to do the full hike, it's like 17.25 miles of trails. And that connects Rimrock open space and Horseshoe Mountain open space for hikers, runners, horseback. I saw someone running, by the way, on this day. And horseback riders, I did see some horse manure here and there. Mountain biking, wildlife viewing, observing nature, and all that good stuff. And you can understand when you see the pictures, as you've seen the pictures, why they call it the Devil's Backbone. It looks like a backbone. At the trailhead, there is water, and also, if I didn't mention this, at the trailhead, there are bathrooms. So before you go and hike, there are bathrooms right there. But also, of course, always take water with you when you go on these hikes, especially in Colorado when summer hits, because you don't know what's Colorado. People think it's just always cool and all this. No, it's hot, and our elevation's over a mile. The hike itself, very pleasant, very doable. If you don't want to do the 17.25 for the Devil's Backbone, you can do the Wishing Well, which is, I believe, about 2 or 3 miles round trip. It's very easy. And Loveland, Colorado, by the way, is an hour, 40, I say about 45 minutes outside of actual Denver proper. So it gives you a little bit of that rural feeling, but it is a modern city. It has beautiful lakes. When you're there, I found Boyd State Park. I think it's Boyd Lake State Park is what it's called. Anyway, I'm actually going to come up here and bring my camper when the weather gets a little bit better, because I really liked it, and bring my camper up here, park it because it's cheap, and go explore more and bring my family up here and take them on some of these hikes, as well as go hang out in Fort Collins and all that good stuff. So my trip to Fort Collins, this was part of it, but and I was pleasantly surprised by Loveland, and I will be coming back to Loveland because I did really enjoy my time here, actually in Loveland. Now, with that being said, believe it or not, because I always miscalculate with the winter weather, that by the time I got to Fort Collins, it was almost dark. Yeah, I got there at 3 p.m. I put my stuff down, freshened up a little bit, and I think I left out of the house at 4 p.m. Did you know it was already dark by 5 p.m.? I hate the hour changes and all that stuff that they do for the winter and the spring back, spring forward, and all that stuff. It's so stupid. So anyway, it dropped even colder. I did wear my gloves then too, and they were actually kept me really warm. They were a great thing. Went and had a nice burger in Fort Collins, but most of my time was honestly spent in Loveland. And then the next day, after I did this hike and I spent a little time in downtown, went out for a bite to eat and just relaxed, just taking a day away, I came back through Loveland. I actually went and explored Boyd Lake State Park that's right there in Loveland and checked out some of those lakes. And so they gave me good ideas of places I want to go check out when the weather gets a little bit better. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I only do stuff when the weather's great, because I don't. I'll go camping in the middle of winter, but I have to store my pop-up camper at my son's house because we both live in an HOA, but where he's set up, he can easily, it's easier to park it there, and as long as it's in his driveway or behind his fence house, because his fence opens up, it can stay there, whereas my house, I can't keep it. If I was able to keep it at my house, I'm going to be honest with everyone, I would have hooked that pop-up camper up and brought it up here with me. Or if not this time, very least the next time. It's just I have to go to my son's who lives in Castle Rock, pick it up, and bring it back here. So that's the thing. So anyway, getting back to Devil's Backbone. Go check this out. I really enjoyed my time here. I can't wait to bring my family back here. It felt really good. Going and checking this out. It was beautiful. The Keyhole gave me vibes of Moab, and realized I have not been to Moab in about 2 or 3 years. Actually, maybe going on 4 years, and it's time to go back to Moab. And when I do go back to Moab this year, I will do much better videos than the ones I did before. The more you do videos, the better you get at doing them. But Moab was a great place to go visit. We went in the spring. I think it was something like that, and it was beautiful. And we kind of fell in love with Utah, and we haven't been back since. But I love Utah. Utah is a great state, and it's a state I had avoided for years and years. Oh, Utah sucks. It's this. I just drive through it on my way to the ocean. And then we actually spent a year exploring Utah, and Utah has some awesome places. And so we're like, this year we're going to take the pop-up camper, and we're going to take off the Moab. That's a guarantee, and I will do better videos than like my old videos. Go check them out, though. They might give you some ideas and places. Go check out. Anyway, this place was a great place to visit. I will be coming back. I will be bringing my family back. I thought what it cost to actually go here was fair. It's also located, if I didn't say, it's Loveland, Colorado in Larimer County. And Larimer County is a pretty cool, rural, rustic area. Also, if you got an electric car, and if you don't have one, go to Jack's Outdoor Gear. I have never been there before, and I say it's way better than REI and all those others that I go to because I like outdoor stuff. The prices were fair, but not only that, they have EV Go chargers, and they work really well. So I was in there just hanging out, bought a couple of things, and they also have a little outlet place built in there. And my car was fully charged. Right now I get it for free, so I fully charged it. Went and checked out this spot, and I was really I enjoyed myself. I think I was a little stressed out. Just work. You know how it goes. Especially if you're someone who likes to get outdoors here and there. After a while, it's like, okay, I haven't been outdoors in really a while, so it was just good to get away. I was kind of disappointed not in Fort Collins itself. I was disappointed in the winter weather in regards to it just got dark super quick. And I was like, oh man, I didn't get to see hardly anything. So, but it was well worth it going here. I couldn't wait to get back and tell my family about it. And we're going to go back to this Trailhead, and we're going to go check out Boyd State Park. It's cheaper than a hotel. Honestly, 3 days with my pop-up camper at State Park is cheaper than 1 day probably. No, it is cheaper than 1 day at a La Quinta, just for example, La Quinta Hotel or something like that. So Loveland, Colorado is located on I-25 in between Denver and Fort Collins. If you're curious, Fort Collins is also a very cool city to go check out. Cool little downtown, not little, but pretty big, nice downtown, because is it CSU, Colorado State University, is based out of there, because CU is based out of Boulder, so their rival CSU is based out of Fort Collins. Boulder's nice. CSU is nice. I like about Fort Collins especially is how close it is. Everything that's out there. So that's one of the great things is how close it is. If I didn't mention with the Keyhole, what it did give me vibes of, like I said, the reason I'm going to go back to Moab is it really gave me vibes of Arches National Park. You can look through and see the big houses at the bottom and stuff. It'd be a cool area to live next to and be able to hike and all that stuff. Anyway, we started heading back. I had other things I had planned for the day. Little did I know that it was going to get dark early, but everything worked out. I highly recommend you go check out Devil's Backbone in Loveland, Colorado, and stick around and go check out downtown Loveland, Colorado while you're at it. Anyway, this is Frugal Panda. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.